We fought a war in Iraq, partly as a result, we were told, of Al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden. Cost us a lot of money to go into Iraq. Some people thought that there would be an oil benefit, an energy benefit to our investment of military might in Iraq. What's the long-term result of all of that, of Iraq specifically?
So anything bad that happens or anything negative has a positive impact on crude prices.
You know, the current estimates say that we probably have well over 100 years of coal, about 50 years of oil, 60 years of natural gas. But the question isn't whether in the short term we're going to have enough energy, but what's going to happen 50 years from now? What's going to happen 100 years from now? Because even though we might still have the energy, as the supply dwindles, we're going to see the prices for the consumer go way up. And the people who can comfortably afford that will be fine, but what about the people who can't?
2006, we had about 100 kilowatts of solar on our grid. Today, we've got 15,000 kilowatts of solar on our grid. And with the projects that I know are under construction, I think that's going to double in the next 6 months and double again in the following 6 months. That said, it is a small drop in the bucket. Right now, we get about 3.5% of Maryland's electricity from renewable. We are 60% coal, 30% nuclear. So while it's increasing significantly, we've got a long way to go.
Really, if you look over the last 30 years or so, the percentage of our electricity generation that comes from renewables has actually gone down. We aren't increasing our production from renewables. We're increasing it quite a bit, but we're not increasing it at nearly the rate we need to keep up with our insatiable appetite for more and more and more energy in this country.
Oil, gas, and coal saying that what they're doing is clean. And when you look at the destruction of the mountaintops and the amount of heavy metals, all kinds of pollutants that they're putting into the system, even to the point...
Gas and the issues, the environmental issues presented by the hydrofracking.
The prices of gas at the pump.
Oil and gas prices are a hot button issue. There's something you have no control over.
The prices of gas at the pump.
Oil and gas prices are a hot button issue. There's something you have no control over.
But by June, there will be over 80 stations throughout Maryland that you could go, public stations, to refuel your electric vehicle.
It seems that what we need are a more renewable supply and less demand for energy overall. But are either of those things realistic in 20 or 30 years from now with the growth in population we're expecting?
But I don't think people are going to change their lifestyles, and it's the reality of it's a cost we have to pay. It's pretty much a constant. You can't eliminate it.
I actually think that's short-term thinking.
The technology exists right now.
Passive house, and these houses use 90% less energy for heating and cooling. Passive house.
Really, really disturbs me that unless the big fellas are making money, you're not going to promote it. So what's out there for energy that would be no emissions, and it's been around for over 100 years, you ignore it, and that's hydro. So what's going to kill the fish or do something? But we have all of this water, all of these dams have been used, and NSA needs tremendous energy projections, and right nearby is a dam not even hooked up.
Dam. But what about hydropower? Did that come up any?
Micro hydro. Offshore wind. I'm far more optimistic about the fuel mix.
Unfortunately, crude hurts a lot of people, though, and that's the reality of it. Unfortunately, crude hurts a lot of people, though, and that's the reality of it. Unfortunately, crude hurts a lot of people, though, and that's the reality of it.